Well, okay then. How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're going to talk about The Flash, Season 8, Episode 20, titled The Negative Part 2. Anyway, so, picking up where we left off last week, with me being in an overheated state, and, Iris having just died, um, Barry tries to kill, Thawne, and is stopped by Nora and Bart. Oh boy. Anyway, Barry's out for revenge. So he plans to go into the negative speed force to yeet skeet delete Eobard Thawne. Well, Welzabard is I believe the term being used by the community. I really don't get that name. I'm just gonna stick with Thawne and well, I'm just gonna stick with Thawne. Welzabard just sounds weird. Anyway, eh, he wants to kill Thawne. Unfortunately, they fail to go into the Speed Force the negative Speed Force normally with the three of them because the kids are like, no, you can't do this, blah blah blah. It fails. Now, him and Mina. So Mina goes to destroy the block because fit of rage it killed Eobard. Woe is me. Actually, legitimately, woe is me. She lost the love of her life. This is not like, even memeable right now. Um, Barry stops her. And tells her to use it, hit 100%. I'm going and share your speed with me. They do. Now, Nora, Chester, and Bart show up right as Mina's finished sharing her speed, and Barry disappears. There, he sees Eobard having been frozen in time by the negative still force, and the three negative forces are like, yeah, we're supercharging him. Bye bye. And then they kick him out of the negative speed force. They also claim that the reason why all of this is set up is because he stole he disconnected Thawne from the negative speed force, which I'm calling bullshit on. You know why I'm calling bullshit on it? Because Iris's time sickness started before Armageddon. That's why. You can't tell me she had negative still force induced sickness, time sickness, before Flash committed the so-called bad. Apparently, tipping the scales, blah blah blah. Something about we're gonna tip the scales into evil. The generic evil villain monologue of I'm going to take over not even take over the world. I'm just gonna tip the scales of the universe. I swear they sounded like Clarion. They legitimately sound like Clarion or any Lord of Chaos. I was half expecting Dr. Fate to just pop in and be like, no, Clarion, I will not let you tip the balance. Like, I deadass thought I was watching Young Justice for a second. I was like, bro, am I watching Young Justice or am I watching The Flash? like deadass, like, what the fuck? Um, anyway, Bashir. Bashir. He gets in touch with Cecile. Um, and is like, only you can help me. Now, afterwards, Cecile, Allegra, Rosa, and what's her name from the time travel episode with Bart and Nora, Queen from the Royal Flush Gang, hold hands in a circle, like as if they pretty much perform a séance, and they focus all of their mental energies to bring back Bashir. Pop! Bashir appears, and he says when the negative forces attacked, they all latched onto a singular person. He chose Cecile. and that with her help, they can bring back the positive forces, the normal ones, the good guys. Um, Now, while this is happening, Thawne appears in the black suit that from the set photos. That I obviously I don't discuss that type of thing. That's a leak. We don't discuss leaks on this channel. We don't discuss this leaks in this community. In my community, at least. I don't. There are. I'm aware of them because I watch certain YouTubers who cover it. Because like I'm just like whatever. When it comes to like the show, like it still had that same effect, right? It's a fucking badass suit. Um, so Barry goes to fight him off, and in the fight, um, Thawne just negative still force snaps his fingers, and sends Mina, Nora, and Bart a billion years into the past. I don't understand why that was a thing. You do realize that Bart and Nora know how to travel through time, right? Like, couldn't they just like, boom. Like I half expected them to just come back in and be like, you forgot we can travel through time. Although no, because they'd be covered in negative tachyons. That would be why they didn't travel back. They didn't just come back to the present. They were covered in negative tachyons, and also with Mina, who's a negative speedster. At the end of the day, she's still a negative speedster. It was just, they couldn't. Anyway, when Thawne decides, I'm just gonna kill you, boom, and shoots negative lightning at Barry, the four forces. Four? Yeah, the four forces. They stop the lightning, freeze it. He's like, "Who's doing this? Who dares interfere in my evil megalomaniac plan to kill the Flash?" It's the four forces that are like, we are. This is power. And then they put themselves into Barry, giving him all the powers of a god. You get you get Ultimate Reverse Flash versus Ultimate Flash. It says negative Thawne on a YouTube thumbnail right here. If you guys watch that particular YouTuber that has negative Thawne versus Ultimate Flash in their title, major internet points. Love the dude's content. I won't say his name because if you don't know him, you don't know him. Stick with watching me. I kid. It's Pagey. But yeah, anyway, so you get Ultimate Flash versus Ultimate Reverse Flash. I prefer just, using, like... Negative Thawne. Thawne is already negative. Like, if we're talking about, Reverse Flash Thawne, yeah, he's already negative. He is negativity personified. So, negative Thawne would just be a positive? Because, two negatives is a positive? Simple maths. But we're not here to talk about thumbnails. Anyway, they duke it out, and it's starting Armageddon. Again. Oh boy. So, Iris! We didn't talk about Iris. Where the hell is Iris, John? You're probably saying. Well, Iris is in the Time Stone. She appears in the Time Stone, and then Damien Dark appears. Hey, the boy's back! I love Damien. I love Damien as a villain. I love him as an anti-hero hero type person. It's amazing. Anyway, he explains to Iris that she's not dead yet. She's a survivor. She will get through this. She just has to reignite that spark that she has with Barry. Just because she can't feel it doesn't mean it's gone. And so she does. Now, remember how I said Barry and Thawne are causing Armageddon to happen again? Yeah, they find this out when there's an earthquake at Joe's house. I forgot Joe's name. At Joe's house, while Jay, Joan, and Joe are staring at the time stone because Jay and Joan traveled from 2049 into the past following her particles, right? Following her like time particles, and they found the time stone glowing, and we got revealed. Damien Dark gave it to me. Now the stone, because Iris has reignited that spark, glows and disappears. Oh, wait, what? Disappears? It did disappear. Whether that disappearance stays or not is up in the air. I'm hoping not, because it's funny to have. I just want Damien Dark back. Really. Anyway, so Iris appears. They turn on the TV because of the earthquake, and oh shit, Armageddon's happening again. Yeah. Hey Jay. So Iris asks Jay to take her to Barry. He does. Um, she tells him to stop because it's destroying the city. Barry then tells Jay to take Iris to safety, and the man decides to sit on the ground. He's not gonna fight. He's not gonna fight Thawne this time. He sits on the ground and meditates. Thawne's just like, "Ha! You think I won't kill you? Pa 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 pa! Oh wait, shit! It's not working. I need more power." Negative speed force storm comes to destroy the city. Wait, it stopped. Barry reverses time. And all that power destroys Thawne. So all is right? And then snap of the fingers, still force powers. And the Mina and the kids are back. All is well with the world. Joan's like, oop, no time sickness, no more force particles. All is right with the world. Right? Mina says goodbye. If they ever need any technical help, she will help them. Apparently, she's been the block no longer works, and she is now disconnected from the negative speed force. It's weird. Like if they wanted to keep her as a speedster, or if they want to return to her being a speedster, Barry can literally just share his speed with her, or the normal speed force can come down and from on high and just hear some speed. They can go with that next season. Anyway, Barry and Iris are cuddling on the couch, all lovey-dovey like. And Iris says that Barry is when Barry asks how she managed to get out, Iris says that he is her lightning rod too. Sweet. But also that is what happened in the show. That's not even like this could be up for interpretation. That's literally just what happened. They're also talking about the negative forces and how the negative speed force needs an avatar, and in time it'll choose one because the universe requires a balance. We see I think it's April 29th, 2049 or February. It's either February, it's 29, 24. No, it can't be February. 2049 is not a multiple of 4. So it's probably April. I'm not going to go back through it. If someone remembers the date, put it in the comments. I don't remember. I also don't care. Sometime in 2049 on the 29th day of a month. It's really not relevant. It actually just could be fucking June for all I know. And I also don't care, quite frankly. It's 2049. We'll get to it when we get to it, in 27 years' time if the Flash is still going. It won't be. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. And when they create a Barton or a show in 27 years, they're never going to. But now there's one last thing we need to talk about. Caitlin and Marcus. Chillblade. Caitlin Chillblade. Chillblade is sleeping on his side like this, kind of like how I do sometimes. So when I'm just like sat bored with nothing to do, I'll end up passing out and I'll sleep like this on my arm. Your arm gets really numb, by the way, when you do that. The chamber malfunctions, and he's like, chamber malfunction, no, 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 no. Opens it, and he's like, Frost? Frost, is that you? And then when the chamber opens, he asks, who are you? And we hear Danielle Panabaker say, a friend, I think. Now, there was this one dude on YouTube who was like, no, they're setting up Caitlyn to be the big bad of season 9. I'm like, no, the comics set up Ramsey Rosso and some cosmic entity as the big bads of season 9. Not Caitlyn. They're setting up Caitlyn to be written off. Like, they very well could just not write Caitlyn into season 9 and just be like, oh yeah, she's with her mom. Right, as an effect. And then she'll come in for like an episode or two. So we don't have Frost, we don't have Caitlyn, we don't have Killer Frost. Because Killer Frost wouldn't say a friend, I think. We have some weird hybridized version. I'm guessing, or a third personality, if you will. Which is weird. I wish we could see it. Actually, now that I think about it, what the fuck was the last? Chillblaine. I feel like I'm missing an episode. Oh yeah, it's the cuddling. I'm looking for the date. Oh fuck! It went to the beginning. Never mind. I was looking for the date, but it's not showing. Anyway, yeah. So the episode ends with a friend, I think. So that's the episode. Uh, there's something missing. Can someone tell me what's missing? Put it in the comments if you can figure out what's missing from this episode. Iris came back. Frost is potentially returned. Potentially not. A mystery for next season. But somebody is missing. Who is missing? Tell me in the comments if you can figure it out. Anyway, that is the episode and the season as a whole. Season 8 had a rocky start. Armageddon was not good until like episode 3. Deathstorm, it was pretty good up until the end. And then the Negative Forces storyline was hit and miss all throughout. But overall, I did enjoy season 8 and this episode as a whole. I'm not gonna give it a number grade. This is not a movie or a video game. Speaking of video games, I still need to review Trails in the Sky, the SC and the third. Anyway, speaking of the video, I'll be streaming on Twitch. Link in the description down below today at 11 a.m. Pacific time with Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Please join. Or don't. I mean, it's up to you. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the episode and the season as a whole down in the comment section down below. That's going to be for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time. And as always, stay bright. I think next time might be first kill review, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, just hit subscribe or something. Look, I don't know how to do this, man. This is a hobby. You do what you want, I guess. Bye.